Hey everybody, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Just making another video out of Boise, Idaho here for you. We have finished up basically the rebuild on our Kohler 28 horsepower electronic fuel injected V-twin engine. It had all kinds of oil leaks on it, so we basically broke it all down, everything except for the pistons and piston rods and rings and all that other stuff. We didn't pull the crank out of it, but we did pull the cam. We even replaced two of the hydraulic lifters. The reason for the oil leak and the reason why the engine blew all of its seals is because the positive crankcase ventilation system had failed on it, and it pressurized everything and started blowing seals. So that's what we've done. We've gone in and replaced that. So today I'm going to spend, I bet you all of an hour here, if that, and I'm going to clean this deck off and get that ready to go. So this would be your before shot, and I'm just going to use the simple parts cleaner and engine degreaser, a few different brushes, and just get my hands dirty there. Looks like it just snowed, huh? Alright, well, I'm just going to tell you right now, grass and oil is an extremely interesting combination to get rid of. So it's like a big giant slime ball, basically. So I'm going to squirt it down again and give it another scrub. All right, so it looks like we're getting closer to getting time to hose this off. So I'm just going to soak it one more time. And then we'll hose it off and see what the outcome looks like. And then while I'm at it, today in the cleaning mood, boy, I got to clean the shop in there. I'll tell you, it's a mess. I got things everywhere. I think people come over here sometimes, they just get intimidated. Just like, wow, Matt, all this stuff you have going on. So yeah, today's going to be my cleaning and regrouping day. And here in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be turning out a lot of work. Starting with that Chrysler, this engine, and that ATV. And then as well as that Toyota that I've got going on also. So, yep. That's what's going on in the world of Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. And this time I decided I'm just going to cash out the rest of this. Might as well. The fact that we got a good sunny day is going to be good, because this is going to need to dry out for... Personally, I'd be comfortable with letting it dry out for a good 2 full days underneath the sun. It's pretty toasty out here, even on a cool day with this concrete slab, so any water will definitely evaporate out. I'll also use the compressed air when I'm done hosing everything off to make sure I blow any water out of any nooks and crannies as well. Okay, so here's the deal. Water doesn't hurt much, and it's okay to degrease and soak this stuff and clean it all off. But if you want a good recommendation, if you're going to do that, I would say keep your compressed air handy. And anytime I soak stuff or I wash it off with soap and water, and I set it out to dry before I put it back together, I always make sure I give it a blast. And I'll stick this thing down places like here and here. Out in that nook and cranny. And yeah, it's a dirty job. You're gonna get sprayed. Okay, and really what that's going to do is make sure that water doesn't puddle up on anything. It'll evaporate off of there, and it'll evaporate out of there, and it won't cause any problems so long as you let it. And that compressed air just pretty much ensures that that's what happens, basically. Gets in the areas that you can't to get it dried out. Okay, I want to show you something here, all right? When you're washing stuff off like this, engine parts, engines, compartments, stuff like that, if you're worried about water, always keep in mind that brake parts cleaner, or parts cleaner, as it's called, will displace water and it will evaporate it. So just watch right here. Now you can see as the brake parts cleaner starts to evaporate, it will also evaporate the water with it. Now because the water is there, it takes a little bit longer to evaporate, but look at that. You can see it now. There it goes. It's evaporating here. There it goes. It's evaporating there. And now if you can see the color difference. Let me see here. If you can. Yeah. You see that color difference? We now have a much larger dry spot. Let's check out this side here. There it goes. There it goes. Let's see if we can get it to evaporate here. And there it goes. Let's see if we just get the whole thing to evaporate. There it goes. It's starting to evaporate. And it's evaporated over here as well. Now it's dry over here. It's dry here. So yes, brake parts cleaner will displace and evaporate water for you. So keep that in mind, because it's not going to hurt to, let's say, spray it on an electrical connection. Okay, because if you watch it, it's going to dry within a matter of seconds, and it's also going to evaporate any water out of it. And then you're gonna, what you'll do after you do something like this is let the sun do its work, and just dry everything out for you before you start putting it back together. So now that I'm in a cleaning mood here, boy, I have a whole shop in here. This place is a mess. It's even got me a little disorganized. I have engines and pieces and parts. Everything's kind of sectioned off here. Here's the Chrysler that I'm working on. There's the Chevy that I'm working on. There's the V-twin that I'm working on. There's the Yamaha. And there's the weed eater and the rototiller. Now that weed eater is basically done, but when this came in, they was paid really good money and asked if I could stop production on this weed eater and jump on that real quick. So that's what I went ahead and did. So it's along with the mower, I'll be finishing the weed eater. And then the Chrysler, is only a few days out from being done. What I do want to do is, before I install these headlights, I've got some chemical that I can put on these headlights and I can restore it and get that fuzziness out of there. So I'm going to do that for these folks so they can have a nice set of headlights on there. So, all right, everybody. Well, that's kind of just what I got going on here in the world of Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for supporting me. Please like and share if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Shoot me a message if you have any questions. I'm always down for helping people out, so give me a holler. Talk to you later.